one of the first things I said to her when we had our first call was, I don't think I've ever, any program I've got, I don't think I've finished it a week, like in full. I never seem to be able to get through a week. And that's like, in my opinion, that's a very, if you're really wanting to make it, to reach your potential, that's not good, because it's not, you're not getting encouragement from, it's just a sense of defeat when you constantly don't feel like you're getting through your sessions, and it's a bad cycle. And so one of the first things then she said to me, okay, well, your volume is wrong, your intensities are wrong, you're doing too much, and your volume is wrong. And when she said that, I was like, oh my gosh, that's it. And so we've been building up to a point where, to find how much my body can manage. And this is happening like at the minute. And so it's been really nice to, and it was actually scary at the start. I remember when I first started, like I wasn't going, I don't think I trained, I wasn't in zone 4 for like 3 weeks. And I was panicking a bit. And I was like, what? I was panicking. And now I know, like now I feel most confident than I ever have. And this is 2 months into it. So I needed to trust, and I just wasn't used to trusting a coach, to be honest, probably from having so many coaches and changing sports, and but I'm really, yeah, I've never enjoyed the process of training, of learning about my schedules as much as I have now. And I just studied biology, so I'm very interested in the science behind, why certain training sessions are there, and everything's so intentional now, while before it wasn't like that.
Hmm. Like when you're practicing exercise like this for high rocks, it just seems like, well, it's a time trial. I have to do burpees as fast as I can. I have to do wall balls as fast as
Yeah.
I can. So why not always practice that? And like I know people who are training those type of classes, and they talk about flow pace and doing EMOMs and pacing yourself through and keep the heart rate down. It's like, but on high rocks, it's go go go, and I have to practice going that hard. And so it
Mm.
must be a hard mental shift to go. I'm assuming now you have like probably a one, maybe two high intensity sessions a
Mm.
week if even, and then the rest of it is trying to balance that with your running and all the rest.
Yeah, so it was a whole shift, like it was like, again, revolutionizing my perspective on training and on what it looked like to get the most out of yourself. Because I had gone from doing sessions, even running sessions, as just as hard as I can sustain, is what I would say, and I wasn't even working in zones, and she just got all that going, and I should have been at that long ago.
Hmm.
But it was a whole change. It was actually starting to work with science, and just pure and on heart rate. And then it became like, because I'm definitely a perfectionist, and I have to watch that, but it means now that instead of the focus of all my sessions being to like go as hard as I can, now my focus is, how well can I execute this, as this session is, how well can I execute this as it's intended. And that's fulfilling, because that could mean you have like a zone 3 workout, but you just executed it. You got your heart rate right, and you did exactly what that session said to do, and you tick it off. And even though you haven't just absolutely exhausted yourself, you still feel on track, because you
Hmm.
trust your coach, that, and you just did exactly what you were supposed to do. And I wasn't, I never had this strategic attention to detail approach or trust. So it's all been, but yeah, at the beginning I was freaking out a bit, because I was kind of in my head like, I'm just about holding on to this, to some of these girls, while with the training I'm doing, and I'm going as flat out as I can. Like, what am I going to be at now? And it's the process though, and it's a build, and I'm definitely experiencing that now. And also, it was really strange to be hitting all my sessions. Like, I'm actually doing more training now, and the volume is higher, but it's at less intensity. And so for the first time in my life, I feel like I'm in a flow of my training. My body knows what to expect the next day. I'm not on this yo-yo, up, down, exhausted, pull out of a session because I'm in a state of absolute recovery. It's more constant, and I can tell that it's supportive of someone who wants to do this long term as opposed to short term goals and just whack it out set.